Theater students from Bob Jones University will be performing a play next week at the Performance Hall here on campus. Argus and the Maze of Myth was written and directed by theater grad student John Kluko.
This play actually started off as a homework assignment that was due in about 30 minutes. So I had to write up something, and I thought, what comes to mind? And for some reason, the idea of a knight and a squire going into a labyrinth, and kind of like the idea of like the myth of the Minotaur in Greek mythology and all that really just stuck in my mind. And the only thing I could think of was that, and I was like, let me just write that.
The play, which is an homage to classic fairy tales set in the medieval period, is about a cowardly young squire who dreams of becoming a knight.
Really, it is a battle of like who you truly are, and like what you are versus who you were, like what you were born as, kind of thing. Like, for instance, the character of Argus, he wants to be a knight, but he didn't grow up as, royalty or anything like that. And so he kind of is brought into it, like he wants this, yet he can't have it because he's not of royal blood or whatever. So it really comes down to, well, what actually helps you create, or what helps you become who you want to be? Is it who you were born as, or is it more of what you do? One thing I noticed was pointed out to me from my advisor was that the play actually does represent, in a way, salvation, and our salvation through Jesus Christ. And so I find that was kind of cool, because it was not intentional in my writing, but it kind of stood out to me of like, wow, really? Like, in a way, you think about it, we are dead in our sin, and we're trapped in a maze of sin. And we have to be rescued by someone. We can't find our own way out. We have to have someone come in and save us from that, and from the beast of sin, of the devil, And so in a way, it's definitely not, I'm not implying any of the characters are similar to Jesus, not in any way. But in a way, the overall story kind of comes off as a symbol of this is our salvation through Jesus Christ.